Good sound. Hear the coffee finishing up. Woke kind of with a heavy heart today. Woken with a heavy heart a lot the last week. It's not a good feeling. Your mind's racing. Got negative thoughts bouncing around your head. And I hope those negative thoughts, I can get them away. I can remove them for right now and remove them for I can deal with them. They won't become all consuming, and my broken heart and my negative thoughts won't become all consuming to me, so I can cope with them. Whereas, 4 years ago, I probably would have just got drunk to deal with what I'm going through right now. But I can cope with them. I wish I didn't have to cope with them. I wish things were different. Yeah, I do. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Sunday morning. It is June 18th. No, it's not. It's June 8th. It is 6:13 a.m. Happy Sunday. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking. It's a show about me sharing some feelings. Yesterday was an emotional day. I was at work, I almost cried. Not for what you would expect or what you might be thinking it was about, but maybe it was connected. Maybe it was connected. It makes me sad just thinking about yeah. But anyway, again, this is a show I've been doing for a long time, just about 6 years. It'll be 6 years in a week or so. It's a show about me talking, sharing some feelings, sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life. Kind of sharing the adventure that is life. It's nice here with this big window. Looks like we're getting a little blue sky back for the last several days. The sky's been covered with haze from apparently fires in Canada. But the sky's getting bluer, and the sun, where is it? Oh, there it is. There's the sunrise. That's kind of pretty. That's kind of pretty. Yeah, the sky really does look beautiful. So let's turn it this way. Taz says, yeah, no, I read that, Taz. I appreciate that. That's an interesting perspective. And yeah, because when you think of good stuff like gratitude or faith or God or love or something like that, you can kind of wipe away those negative feelings. But they're still there, because every morning I wake up and I have the same thing weighing heavily on my mind. And yeah. I know somebody asked about coffee, which reminds me, for those that have been watching a while, it's not just a show about me talking. Oh, do you know? It is all, which cup today? Which cup today? Which cup today? Good morning, Luke. Let's see. Which did we use yesterday? I'm gonna go with this one. No real rhyme or reason. No real rhyme or reason. Oh, somebody says the blue cup. I got a couple saying blue cup. Okay, well. Got a couple people saying blue cup. I was kind of waffling anyway. All right, we'll go with my little blue cup. That's what we'll do. Is it blue? It's kind of a blue-green. It's pretty color though. Just brewed this up. You guys heard it percolating at the end. I could go sit on my couch, or I could sit here and kind of enjoy the sunrise. Whoa. It's weird. I had a buddy on Facebook who actually watches my show a lot, just posted a picture. I think he might be in Virginia or something in a parking lot in his trailer. It doesn't sound very glorious, but he took a picture. He's a real good photographer. And it was the sunrise. And it almost felt like it was just, I mean, I know it really was the same sunrise. But it almost looked the same. He's a few states away. But anyway, what was I saying? I might have to go. Good morning, Ellie. I did not put creamer in my coffee. Huh. Good morning, Fred. Do I need to put it in subscriber only? It looks like I need to put it in subscriber only. It seems that YouTube, I don't even want Julie Flanagan having to delete messages. Julie, you should just be able to relax and enjoy your coffee. So I'm gonna have to put it in subscriber only mode because a bunch of weird people want to say weird things. All right. Well, Julie, you sit back and you relax, because for those that have been watching a while, it's not just a show about me talking. It is also a show. I'm distracted. I was going to light my candle during my intro, but it's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little out of sorts. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am so excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are, this is the steam rising. Whatever you're doing, you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you with the steam. Again, I think I do a pretty good job of living in the moment and getting caught up with little things like the steam rising and how cool it looks. I think maybe that's what being in the moment or in the now is. Noticing the little things like how cool it is that the steam wafts up from my cup. So maybe I'm doing okay. Probably am doing okay. But anyway, I'm excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. It's the cinnamon dolce. Sometimes I wonder why I ever stray. I mean, the Sumatra's really dang good too. And the pumpkin spice is really dang good. Maybe from now on, I'm only going to buy those 3 coffees. I mean, probably not, but maybe. Oh, cheers to you, JK. Cheers to you, Julie. Hello, Big Jerome. How are you? Do I like tea? I mean, sure. Strangely, I think tea stains your teeth more than coffee. I don't have any, I'm not a dentist. I have no medical, I don't know if it's a medical thing. I don't think you need to be that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I question science. And people get mad, oh, you're a denier. No, I'm just a one that walks through life with his eyes open and realizes when I drink tea, my teeth look miscolored, and when I drink coffee, they don't. So do I need scientific proof? No. That's my thought on science. It's a bunch of experiments. I tell you what, if you're open-minded in life, life's an experiment. You figure things out too. JK said tea does stain your teeth more. Okay. I was saying I had no medical or scientific evidence of it. I just know when I drink a cup, I enjoy it, but my teeth look dull. I can brush it away, but more so than with coffee. That's all the scientific proof I need. So where were we? Well, we got a great audience this morning. We got 50 people watching. We have 14 thumbs up. 2 things really impacted my day yesterday. And I might share a story, and I'm going to do it in a hope you get the message, and I'm not even sure what the message is. But I came across a young woman in my day that had been really badly burned. And I mean, really badly burned. And it looked like fairly recently. I mean, still healing and still pain and still all the challenges that I can't even imagine the pain that she's been through and what she's been through. And I think she was a girl. I mean, I think she was just graduating high school. So not even a young woman, or maybe a young woman. And she was out. And I'm sure people looked at her. And I wanted to go up and tell her she's a miracle, and tell her she's beautiful, and hold her, and I never even spoke to her. But I did come across her, and I don't know if having daughters myself, or maybe it doesn't matter if it was a girl or a boy, it just happened to be a girl. Maybe if it was a little boy or a young man, I would feel the same way. But I think she was beautiful. And I think she was brave. And I think she was a miracle. And I don't even know her. I do know her name actually, but I don't know her. And I'm proud of her anyway for the strength to keep going and the courage to get out and face that day and face the public, the staring public that she must deal with just because of what she's been through. And the bravery she must have just to, like I said, keep going and I don't know, deal with everything she's going to have to deal with. And she's just an 18-year-old girl or a 17-year-old girl. Yeah. But it was kind of hard to work yesterday because I was so she doesn't want my pity, and it's not pity, but it's just grief almost. It's going to sound crazy, but I almost felt I needed to talk to somebody about it just because I was moved and hurt by her hurt so much. Yeah. I don't know how she got burned. But believe me, I'm not talking a small one. I'm sure it was some tragedy, some crazy accident. And I talk a lot about on my show how I think things happen for a reason. And in some ways, I kind of do. And kind of think this young woman, if she, I mean, I'm not judging, but I think she has a story to tell if she ever wants to. And an inspirational story and a story of pain and hurt, but hopefully overcoming tragedy and hopefully when it's time, she can do that. Yeah, but JK, I'm not talking about spilling water on her leg. I'm sure it was horrible for your mom. Yeah. Yeah. But again, I'm going to try and draw inspiration from things, and I'm hoping you guys do as well. And just believe me when I tell you, for this girl to get out of bed, to get out of the hospital bed or wherever she came from, and to go out into public and do what she did, took an amazing amount of courage and strength just to keep going. And sometimes I wake up, and I've never been one that said, hey, I've got my health, at least I can walk, so I feel better by seeing others doing worse. That doesn't ever motivate me, but somehow this little girl going out into public and when I'm sure she was in a lot of pain and I don't know, I'm going to try and draw some inspiration from. Yeah. But anyway, it is Sunday morning, 6:30. I worked last night. I was there past 11. I should learn how to become a longer sleeper going forward. Because I've been, no matter how late I stay up, I'm still waking up at 5:30, and maybe it's okay. Maybe it's what I'm supposed to do. I choose to have a coffee with Ken show. Maybe your inner clock gets programmed. No matter how late I'm up, I don't know. Light comes in the window or through my blinds, and I wake up and I go, oh, negative thoughts. And when I say negative thoughts, I'm not talking about the girl I came across yesterday. I'm talking about something in my own life that are there and have been there for a week. And I'll tell you what, 10 years ago, well, there's two ways. I would have wallowed in depression all day, and anger and bitterness and sadness, and maybe those will still be popping in and out of my day, those feelings. But I'll have plenty of moments of peace and smiling today as well. And I think 10 years ago, I wasn't capable of, I didn't understand what faith or gratitude even meant. And if I was pissed off about something or upset about something, I almost couldn't get control of my thoughts. And the thoughts would run wild, and I would get depressed, or I'd get down, or I'd be angry. And now I'll tell you every morning. Somebody asked me, I was talking to them about what I was kind of going through yesterday, and they asked me if I've been praying about it. And I said, well, yeah. Haven't come up with any answers yet except keep going. But maybe for me, isn't when I pray, it's not maybe even necessary that I have an answer. But somehow you're touching into your faith nerve, or your faith, your feeling of faith, or your feeling of goodness. And it's having faith and goodness in your heart or love is much better than having all the negative feelings that I was waking up with this morning. So maybe the point of prayer, maybe sometimes you get an answer and sometimes I do. But for me, and I said, yeah, I've been, but I don't have the answer yet. But I still had strength from it, and an ability to get myself back up, go to work, have a good day, have experiences, live my life, put some money in the bank, hopefully change people's lives in some small way a little bit yesterday and make a difference. And I think 10 years ago, there would have been two outcomes: that I would have been angry and upset, or drunk all day. And I'll tell you, neither of those are very good options. Because when you're angry or upset or overwhelmed with negative emotions, you're barely moving forward. You might, if you are, you're lucky to be, but you're only moving this fast. And yesterday I caught myself, and I still feel fairly negative, but I have the ability to kind of put it on the back burner a little bit and charge forward and go to work and go to the gym and go be grateful for the miracle that I saw yesterday, or for the sunrise, or for the coffee, or for my viewers. Does the thought of taking a drink ever cross my mind? Oh, alcohol? You mean, am I tempted to? I mean, I'm thinking of me drinking right now, but I'm not tempted to. No. I don't know if I'm fortunate, or if God's talking to me, or if I've realized that you are not your brain, that I am not my brain. I'm blessed with. Or maybe just because I've spouted for so long about not drinking, that I'd have to face you guys. So I don't even look at it as a possibility. I really don't. And again, I was, somebody asked the other day, I lost my sister 6 weeks ago, and asked if I was tempted to drink then. No. I mean, that would have been again, I think you can draw inspiration from even sad things like losing your sister. And I would have felt ashamed if I drank or was driven to drink from that. That wouldn't be a good way to honor my sister. I think the best way I can honor my sister is being inspired, or honor that little girl yesterday, or be inspired by them in some small way. My brother took his life 3 years ago. I mean, and that, although it's weighed heavily on me, I find inspiration even in that. Has me on a path of kicking some ass. Yeah. Betty Lynn said she felt the same way when your mom passed. She wouldn't have wanted you to drink. Yeah, I think, well, there's an expression, drowning our sorrows. You don't really drown your sorrow. I mean, it's horrible. I think so many people do it. I think that's what I was doing every day. Good morning, Daniel. Somebody's talking about mushrooms. I don't even know what you mean. Are you talking like mushrooms, like mushroom coffee? Or are you talking like the hallucinogenic mushrooms? I've never had mushroom coffee or one of those dirt. What do they call it? Do they call some coffee like dirt or something? There's a brand, Rise, that sells like mushroom coffee. Never tried it. I'm gonna stay over here. The sun's not too bad. And when I say bad, I'm grateful for the sun, but sometimes it gets really bright right here. You've always wanted to try them. Do you mean, when you guys are talking about the healing mushrooms, I don't know what healing mushrooms are. All right, well, Taz, that's so smart of you. You lost your son and your mom. Your brother offered you a beer and thought, if I do, I may not want to stop. Yeah. And then, I don't know you, Taz. I mean, I appreciate you hopping on. I think we determined you're a woman. I mean, you probably knew it before. You didn't have to determine you're a woman, but with the name Taz the Bulldog, for some reason, assumed it was a man. I generally don't picture women calling themselves a bulldog. But you, in your titling of yourself, aren't really calling yourself a bulldog. You have a bulldog named Taz. Okay. Well, do you want to very quickly change the subject? Oh, it's your channel. It's about your bulldog. Oh, that's a good joke. Did I tell you about the story, foraging for mushrooms? There's a moral at the end. It's a good one. Is it pronounced moral or is it pronounced morale? Does anyone know? Oh. All right. Well, okay. Since we talk about all sorts of things, we got a viewer. And I don't know. I mean, he's every day and he seems like he's a pretty good guy. He's sometimes a pain in the ass on my show, and he goes by JK because he's got too many letters. But apparently he's from Pittsburgh, and he wants us to know that they're mad that Pittsburgh got Aaron Rodgers. Are you mad? I would think. I mean, he didn't do anything with the Jets. I don't think. But I would think if I was Pittsburgh, I would be happy they got Aaron Rodgers. I still think he's a good quarterback. Do you not? Apparently not. He's old and wacko. Well, how's he wacko? I'm kind of curious how he's wacko. He might be. I don't know. Sometimes he has just a mustache on. And personally, I'm not a mustache guy. So when you say he's wacko, I mean, he does do the mustache from time to time. I can't see it. I can't see a guy wearing a mustache, having a mustache, without wanting to say 70s porn. Steelers should have stuck with Justin Fields for another year. Did they get rid of Justin Fields? Justin Fields was on the Bears. Maybe I'm going to get into football this year. Maybe the reason I live in Packerland is to spread Chicago Bearness. I've never owned like a jersey with somebody's name on it in my life. Ever. I don't think, even as a kid. Like, to wear a jersey, somebody else's jersey, to me, I apologize. I know a lot of people do it. But for me to walk around with a jersey that says like Ditka on it, I mean, I'd be kind of embarrassed. I'm not Ditka. I'm not even Peyton or Urlacher or Fields or Williams or McMahon. So to wear somebody else's jersey, I just can't even imagine doing it. But I think about, and I like spreading love and cheer. But all the Packers fans I could agitate, rocking a Ditka jersey. Nimbus says 70s porn had the best soundtracks. Hey, Julie, I'm coming to your house to watch the Packers-Bears games. I'm wearing my Ditka jersey. And I'm going to rock a mustache. Oh, yeah, I am, Julie. Oh, yes, I am. We've had a lot of turnover at my work lately. They're the people I know and I hang out with. I don't work in like what would be considered a full-time career, but I work there a lot and I work hard. And the people I work with, a lot of them are the closest things I have to friends and family here in Appleton, Wisconsin. I spend a ridiculous amount of time with them. You do spend a ridiculous amount of time with the people you work with. It's weird. Doesn't even seem smart. Seems like you and your best friends should get together and start a business. Hey, we like each other. That seems like a good start for a business, doesn't it? Maybe not. Regular jobs become out of date. What do you mean by that? I mean, I'm not even slightly disagreeing. Tell me more, Tanner. Tanner says regular jobs become out of date. I'm not sure what that means. Hopefully you will respond and expand on that thought. Oh. Did I say I get to go to work today? Since I've gotten my TV, I've gotten a little bit, I don't know if it's lazier. More excited to be at home, though. You know, before I'd get home from work, I'd take a hot bath, I'd go into bed, I'd edit a video, and I'd fall asleep. But having a TV, and again, I don't recommend watching a lot of TV, but just seeing all the great movies I have access to for totally free. Who knew? Who knew? Really? TV's gotten way cooler than, I mean, last time I paid for a cable bill was 2 years ago. I was about to they didn't re-sign my lease. I had some financial difficulties. They didn't offer me to continue my lease 2 years ago. I lived in a single family home near downtown Naperville. I thought it was a really cool home in a great location in a great neighborhood. Had a yard. There was so much good about it. But honestly, I couldn't afford it at the time. I mean, I couldn't even afford it now. It was like $1,900 Right now, if they rented that out, it'd probably be $2,500 to rent that little tiny home. It was a 2-bed, 1-bath. Had a bedroom for me and a bedroom for my little nugget of love, Augie. And it's a good home. I don't even know if I miss it. I miss something else Naperville. I moved from Naperville. Wait. Okay, Kainer says, you mean people should not expect to get payment on a regular basis on the verge of dooming economic crisis globally? You mean, are you saying that people who are salaried employees, because of the economy, you think the economy's not good, are going to lose their jobs? Is that what you're saying? And they're going to have to scrape by? I think that might be what you're saying. Not sure if it's true, but I think it might be what you're saying. That you shouldn't be accustomed to getting a regular paid job because things are going to get ugly? Is that what you're saying, Tanner? How's the penthouse? The penthouse is great. Okay. So Tanner's kind of not feeling good about the world economy. Is it the penthouse when you're, it is the top floor, but I'm only on the 3rd floor. Hello, Paul. How are you? Hello, Reza. How are you? Good morning, Noti. I ran across somebody named Vaughn yesterday, and I spelled it. He was amazed that I spelled it correctly. That looks like gloomy Washington State. It's not Washington State. How's the economy in America? Has it changed since Trump took over? I'd say the economy feels like prices on things are pretty much exactly the same. JK's saying the prices are down. When I moved to Tennessee, gas was $2.67. Now it's $2.40. Eggs are now $4. The economy is much better, says Taz. But really, what does Taz know? I mean, Taz is actually a bulldog. So I don't know that we should listen to Taz's opinions on the economy a whole heck of a lot, now that we know Taz is a bulldog. We're talking about dozen eggs at Aldi were $2.49 yesterday. Eggs are good. Eggs are good. Got some bananas over there. I've talked before about my banana issue with bananas. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's over there. I don't know if you, wait, can you see it? Oh yeah. Let me see. It's hard to do this backwards. Right there's my bananas. There's a split in one of them at the bottom. Like the peel's cracking. Can see some of the banana flesh inside. I'm gonna eat that one today. Batty Lynn says the price of aluminum went way up. Mama M says gas is better, food's still high. Paul says $12 a dozen for eggs in New York City. Nuchu says I should have a banana split treat myself. Nuchu, I don't have any ice cream here. I ate it all. I ate it all. I'll tell you what, if you want my real estate thoughts, the homes in Appleton seem to still be selling very quickly. And I swear I moved here in February, and there was what I would consider, what I thought was the perfect house for me, and it was like $245. I sent it to everyone I knew almost, including my ex-wife. I don't think she was really impressed, but everybody else was impressed. Said how I wanted to buy it. Houses seem to almost have gone up since then. Yeah. I think they have a little bit. I think they have. I hear rumors that real estate prices are dropping in spots of the country, but I'm not totally sure that's true. Yeah. Do you guys like the way this conversation's going? We got a great audience. There's no real reason I'd change it. We got 72 people watching. We got 31 thumbs up. Sometimes for fun, though, it's fun to add everybody else. Do you guys not want to add everybody else? As the hate Trump gets, is it better or worse? What do you mean, as the hate Trump gets, is it better or worse? I guess I don't know what that means. I don't know. I would think if there was an election today, I would think it would go roughly the same way it did. Does the unexpected breakthrough of conflict between Trump and Elon Musk happen because of unforeseen economic derangement after Trump's futile tariff threat suggested by Elon Musk? That was a long one. What do you want me to say to that? I don't even know what I want to say to that. The unexpected conflict between Trump and Elon Musk. I'm a little surprised how catty they got very quickly. I'm honestly a little disappointed in Elon Musk. That he would go on social media saying bad things about Trump. Yeah. I'd expect that from Trump, but I wouldn't expect it from Elon Musk. JK says Trump is more popular than ever. Okay. Chris says Elon turned on Trump overnight. And everyone's kind of piling on Elon. And I'm not saying Trump doesn't act like a baby too. Trump does act like a baby. But we know that. It's almost part of his charm. I looked at Elon as kind of of the two, a little more level-headed. Strange world when you're president, you don't even expect to be level-headed at all. So yeah, it's Sunday morning. It's about 7 o'clock. I'm enjoying some cinnamon dolce coffee. Got some water here. Rebecca Tracy has made it. She wrote it so beautifully. I'm going to read her comment. She's in. It was an arduous, long journey, but I made it. Good day, good day, good day. Chris said, yes, both are childish, but Trump was childish first. Yeah, but I still thought Elon would be smart enough to rise above the fray. I don't know. Maybe there's no such thing as bad publicity, and they're both getting exactly what they want out of their little spat. Steak and eggs for breakfast? I don't have any steak here. I do have ground beef, and I do have eggs. And I probably will have some of that. Good evening, Mobsidian. JK says it's 100% calculated. I mean, I think they're both smart men. I can't imagine that they actually sat down and said, let's have an argument about that. Oh, tomorrow's your daughter's birthday. Paul said it's just a distraction from what's really going on. What's really going on? I mean, it almost seems relatively quiet in the world of politics in America. Rebecca Tracy, you're not even spelling your last name correctly. Let's see. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, but still seems hard to imagine. Seems hard to imagine. The fleecing of America, somebody says. I don't know what that means. The fleecing of America. I don't even know what fleecing really means. Tricking, stealing from? Something like that. I'm not sure America's being fleeced. But again, I don't even know what fleecing means. But anyway, it's Sunday morning. I mean, we got a great audience today. I'm almost tempted to make the show a little shorter today. Hate to do it on such a glorious audience, but I almost think I should. I am enjoying my morning, and I want to go to JK mode only. It'd be just JK and I talking. That would be awesome, JK. That's called a phone. If you and I wanted to talk, I don't know that we'd have that much to talk about. You'd be whining about Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers and how it's raining. Good morning, Mary. Wow, we got 91 people on now. I dared threaten to cut my show a little short this morning. And I picked up like 10, 15 subscribers. Not subscribers, viewers. I wonder if I picked up any subscribers today. I probably did. Clawing my way towards 7,800. I think I made a goal of, I tell you what, you guys try this. I think the easy way is going viral. Nothing that I do is good enough to go viral. Maybe though, if you go viral, say you come out with some mega huge video and you pick up 1 million subscribers overnight, maybe that's a curse. And maybe me clawing my way to the top is the way to build a healthy content creation business. Brick by brick. Let's not talk about anything important. Let's just fall for all the pretty distractions. Are you suggesting that I am a pretty distraction? Rebecca Tracy, spelled Tracey. You are a distraction with your misspelled last name. I might require you to remove the E from your name. You know what I think about when I see your name? How everyone in the world guesses C-E-Y. How many times I've been asked, oh, it's Ken, K-E-N, Tracy, and they'll go, C-E-Y? No, only Rebecca Tracy spells it C-E-Y. Rebecca has 2 first names. Well, JK, so do I then. I have 2 first names. She's a feisty one. Hey, Rebecca, maybe you and I should get married. And then you'd know then you would spell your name correctly. You know, because you'd take my last name. You would have one of the smaller name changes in the history of marriage. I mean, I'm sure that a girl named Julie Johnson has married a guy named Tom Johnson at some point and didn't even have to change her name. But if you did marry me and you were smart enough to change your name to my name, you would very easily, you would think about all the time you've wasted in your life, Rebecca Tracy spelled wrong, writing that extra E on your name. Think about it. All the time you would save, all the ink you would save, all the paper you would save. And you would be so blessed as to be wed to me. What do I think about multiple wives? just a big pain in the ass. Who would want multiple wives? I used to think, okay, I'm going to get a little more coffee because you got me fired up about that. I used to think like the Mormon men had it all figured out. Oh, yeah, they'd have multiple wives. They'd have a bunch of women. They could sleep with a bunch of women and it'd all be okay and legal and they'd all... No way. What sane man would want multiple wives? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh my God, you'd be henpecked to death. To death. JK said one wife is enough. Right now, I'm feeling one wife is too many. Who would want multiple? I'm sorry, women. I know you're not going to approve of this, but I'm just picturing more people to bitch at me. And maybe that's the perspective of a twice divorced man. And I'm sure a lot of it was my fault. But you know what? I don't hear while I'm living alone is anybody bitching at me. Yeah. I like that I get to say things that aren't always totally politically correct on my show. And that I don't have to be woke and that I can worry about slightly offending people. I mean, I tease Julie every day about something, about how she talked me into moving to Wisconsin or buying a Kia Soul. I can dig into politics and do it without getting too entrenched in a vicious argument. I can make jokes about various things. Would I marry again? I think I would. I can't for the life of me imagine what the value to being married is. To me, getting married is what responsible people do when they want to have children, or showing a lifelong commitment. But after being divorced twice, I don't see any value in getting the government involved in my relationship. JK says the only reason to marry should be to have kids, that's all. Can I meet people doing my job, Chris? I certainly meet people doing my job. I meet them every day. Oh, my job. I'm working a long one today. Noti says, marriage is insane. They won't fall for that again. Somebody wants to know why I won't answer them. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to answering you. Mary said, you can have kids and not be married. This is 2025. What age would you recommend slowing down on trying to create a career in your art or music and instead looking something more reliable like a trade? Never. I would never recommend slowing down on trying to create a career in your art or your music. Somebody asked, what age would I recommend slowing down on creating a career in art or music? Never. Maybe I think it'll be easier for you as a starving artist if you are not starving. So if you had a job, and okay, for me, I was a realtor, and there were months I was starving, and there were months where I would wait tables to bring in cash. I'll tell you, having cash makes doing your art easier. Chris says, do I look at work? Do I find good-looking women that I should ask out? I'm not that desperate. Again, okay, sorry. We're going to talk about the woman thing again. You want me to ask out a woman? Okay. I almost think I'm going to need a woman to ask me out. Because I'm going, okay, I guess I could ask her out. But, I mean, sort of, what's the point? Companionship? Somebody to go to a movie with? Somebody to have a cup of coffee with? Or is it sex? I think for me, a little bit, sex was just like alcohol and weed. And it was something I used to get like a dopamine hit or feel good for a little bit or to make life worthwhile. More so than a loving connection between two human beings. At least in my second marriage, it was certainly that. Rob Zombie said they will eventually ask you out. You made your last day pay for your meal. It's not that I don't want to ask a woman out because I don't want to pay for the meal. But I'm just wondering, what's my point? Okay, hello, nice woman. I mean, maybe if the time's right. But I don't have this great need for companionship right now, really. I'm not desperately trying to fill a void. Well, Summer, don't say you have a question. Throw it out there. If I ignore it, I ignore it. But don't leave me hanging. Every time you say you have a nice house, you get banned. I don't really believe that's true, Summer. Daria, tell me I have a nice house. Let's see if you get banned. Let's put your theory to the test. Someone to buy dinner for. Okay. I mean, again, it's not about the money. I wish I was more driven by money. I mean, I don't really wish I was more driven by money. I mean, I do what I can. I work hard. I donate plasma. I go do content creation. But I mean, I don't want to win the lottery. I don't worry about money a whole lot. My advice on dating is only date if they are your best friend already and you want to take it further. Okay, well, it would be hard for them to be my best friend already and then take them on a date. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't understand. Like, say I work with a woman. She wouldn't be my best friend if I hadn't even taken her out on a date. Rob Zombie says he'll buy next time. Apparently, the woman paid for his dinner. JK judges based on their name. I know you do, JK. You've got a fetish for Amber. Where's that one Grace? Where's my Iowa? She's only 28. Grace needs an older sister. like a much older sister, like 15 years older. If I was gonna date somebody, okay, Grace was 28, and I just said she needs a sister that's 15 years older, which gets us to 43. I'm 56. How old should the woman, let's just throw it out there, that I date be? Or if I was to get married again, if I gave you a vote, and it's just hypothetical, but thought it'd be interesting, because in my mind, I thought the perfect age for me to date would be a 43-year-old woman, because I added 15 years to Grace's age. Grace, who lives in Iowa, who's supposed to come up here and buy me plants, but seriously said 45 plus. Ever Happy Dude said 21 or older. Caleb says 30. RH said 86. Midwest Auditor said 65. Rebecca Trace CC said, please don't go lower than 50. Dirty old man vibes otherwise. See, Rebecca, you think if a 56-year-old guy is dating somebody 49, okay, Julie Flanagan feels the same way, 50 or older, that it's dirty old man vibes. Mary said 50 or over. I am 56. Trophy ladies under 30. JK date a 21-year-old. Caleb doesn't see it. So men and women, on a very unofficial poll, see it totally different. It looks like every woman in this conversation said me, at 56 should date somebody 50 or older. Mobsidian throws out the formula in capital letters is half my age plus 7 years. All right, 28 plus 7 is 35. That seems kind of young for me. Okay, I'll say this. There's a woman I work with who was born in 86. She seems mature and responsible, not available, but I would say I would have no issue in dating that woman, and she's 39, which seems too young for me. I'll say it if you don't want to say it. It seems too young for me, but I would think she would be a fine person. So she seems mature for her age, I guess. Rob Zombie's 48. Mary says anything younger than 50, different mindsets, probably not much in common, different wants. JK says that's not too young, 30. If it was like a 30, she's not like she's attractive, but she's mature. Ever Happy Dude goes for 21 or older. Julie Flanagan says Mary's right. Hey, Mary got blocked. I actually blocked Mary because I started getting troll vibes from Mary. I thought she was a troll. So she had to recreate a new account and come back under a different name. So Julie, I want to know, you to know who you're agreeing with. Reza says they're 36. Daniel's 35 and you date 25 plus. Well, okay, I think the younger you are, the closer the gap should be. I don't think a 33-year-old should be dating an 18-year-old. But seriously says her older sister is 63 and dating a 44-year-old. Good morning, Jimmy. We're having a fascinating conversation. I just used my maiden name because you didn't like my married name. You're too old to be a troll, but you called and left weird messages, Mary. And you can understand why I didn't like your married name. Don't you? My fiance dated a younger girl and just wanted his money. Out of curiosity, Taz, what did you want in your fiance? Uh, Rebecca, you should just give up. Because you don't know how to spell might be the problem, Rebecca. Fresh Motion said, your parents are young, so you couldn't imagine dating anyone slightly older ever. I was interested in you. There I'm honest, but you were kind of mean, so now I just watch the show and be a listener. Well, Mary, that's okay. Again, Mary, if you want a cup of coffee, you can just watch the show and be a listener. But I was getting some serious troll concerns from you. I was. You called me from an unidentified number several times. Your name was about the same name as my second ex-wife. Your account was very new. A lot of troll vibes in that. Taz says, a good guy. You were married before and you're established and wanted someone who had God in his life. I'll say somebody, Mary said, you don't give your number out freely until you know somebody. Mary, you weren't giving me your number. I wasn't even asking for it. You were calling me from an unidentified number. That's not me. I wasn't asking for your number. I wasn't even asking for you to call. Right, Julie? And you see her name. Yeah. She called me several times, which is fine. Like I said, I need a woman to ask me out. But I would have had it if I didn't block it, but I didn't ask you for it. So you're not like giving it out if I'm not asking for it. You know what I mean? Because if I'm not asking for it, you can't say I'm stalking you. I didn't even ask for your number. You called me. In no way affiliated, I know that. First-hand experience. I won't read your comment, but made me laugh. Well, I'm just saying, Mary, you would have been safe, me having your number, since I never expressed any interest to call you. How did Mary get my number? It's unfortunately easy to get my number. I was a realtor 17 years. It's all over. Do I have any record recommendations? Well, yeah. How about you listen to Rush Hemispheres today? Oh, everyone leave Mary alone. She seems to want to engage in this conversation peacefully. So I'm wondering, like I said, Mary, if you wanted to meet for coffee, I would buy you a cup of coffee. I would do it this morning, but it's got to be kind of early. Yeah. I just don't trust social media enough. And I don't care what you look like or much about you. I'd buy you a cup of coffee just for fun. Hey, Mary, if it made you mad, because you wanted to pay, the guy shouldn't have gotten mad, but you should have let him pay. Fly By Night, somebody says. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good album, but not as good. Let's see. Rebecca Tracy says, this chat seems to sidle up to name calling and judgment. I don't know. RH says you can do better. Mary, RH is telling you you can do better than me. Ellie thinks she should pay for herself on dates, but not if it's going to cause an argument. I think, well, if a man asks you on a date, the man should pay for the date. Honestly, I guess if a woman asks a man on a date, I think the man should offer to pay or threaten to pay. And if the woman wants to pay, the man should let her pay because she asked for the date. But even when I'm out with my guy friends, oftentimes one of the guys will pick up the check and pay. Caleb says it's not worth paying for a woman on the first date. There are women who are serial dates for free meals. And I can't believe women want fed. Did I see you're short of me? No, I did not see you're short of me. I'm a little uncomfortable with you making a short of me. I don't necessarily want to FaceTime with Mary. I'd rather meet Mary for coffee. Mary, you're 30 minutes away. And I'll pay for the coffee, just so we get all those uncomfortable feelings out of the way. You just turned 55. I remember that. Okay, Mary said, see, she's actually making comments, so it makes me feel she's not a troll. Well, the bill came, and I said, I can grab my portion, and he said, nonsense. Women don't pay. Well, I would see where you'd struggle with the thought of him saying women don't pay. To me, that sounds sort of cavemanish, clubbing the woman over the head. By the way, do you guys all remember that? We used to say, and there used to be like cartoons where the male caveman would club the woman over her head and drag her back to his cave. And it was just something we kind of talked about. And it was kind of a part of what we said. You got anybody of a certain age remember that? I mean, it's certainly, I mean, that imagery is horrific. You know, yeah, you drag them by the hair back to the cave after you clubbed them over the head. That was a part of our... Oh, Mary, you're seeing somebody else. Now you're making me jealous. Now I'm jealous. Mary's got dinner plans with another man. Does he know that you call me Mary? If he does, if he watches Coffee with Ken. Yeah. Wow, we really turned this around. We've really kept this conversation going. I was almost off 25 minutes ago. Well, Mary, are you a real person, Mary? We should just meet for coffee. And we'll shake hands. And if you want to pay, you can pay for the coffee. Either way, whatever doesn't get me in trouble. we were going out for surf and turf, I'd let you pay. You have it, Mary. You have the bill. I won't even fight you on this one. $300. Mary's got this one. Rebecca Tracy wants you to meet me and spill the beans. What sort of beans would there be? There's no beans. Did you have a real voice? Honestly, Mary, I didn't think you did. I'm not sure you have a real voice. I'm still not sure you're not a troll. I don't know that you had a real voice. It didn't sound like a real voice almost. I think you called me your love. Well, if my phone rings, I've got it on Do Not Disturb because I'm on my live show. Chris asked if Mary's in the same country. Yes, she is. She's in the same state. She says, Mary. You can't fool me. I've been down this road too many times. Should men still approach women? Men getting mixed signals. I'll tell you, yeah, no, men, it's funny, men get mixed signals. They certainly do. You don't have to worry about Ken, he's done dating. I'm not dying to date right now. 6 months ago, I was living in my car. I probably wouldn't have been the greatest catch in the world. But now I have a cool apartment, I have money, and I have a TV. So I think I could date. And when I say I have money, I'm not saying I have much money. I have an air mattress. Be warned, ladies. Be warned. Be warned. Although I appear a great catch on this show, I still sleep on an air mattress. I do have 2 ex-wives. I have 4 beautiful kids. I have a DUI. I want, because I've been told, ooh, that's some red flags. I want the woman that wants to date me to know every red flag I have. I don't want to be deceptive in any way. I don't think I'm being deceptive in any way doing my show. I promise you, if you had no reason to talk and wanted to have coffee with me, this would be pretty much how it goes. I mean, I'm a great talker. I will listen to you. I will learn about you. See, now Rebecca Tracy's Ken is the most real person you've ever met. Oh, Julie Flanagan, you're making me blush. You got a rejection email from a job you were really looking forward to working with. How do I handle this? You handle it with strength, grace, the knowledge that that job wasn't for you. Don't look at it as a rejection letter. You call it what you want, but we've all gotten rejection letters. We've all gotten, sorry, we made another. Keep going, keep going. Look at it as a stepping stone. That job sucked. You're better than that job. Go get one that you really should be in. But seriously, said, are you even serious with this question? But serious, this is a horrible question. If you were to make me breakfast, would I want a broccoli and cheese omelet or a yogurt and fruit parfait? Neither. I'd want a ham and cheese omelet. Yeah, Blazing says, lay all the cards out on the table. Well, I think I am. Like somebody said, spill the beans. I mean, I'm not trying to pretend I'm something I'm not. I think my flaws are part of this story, are part of Coffee with Ken. Because I'm comfortable enough in my own skin to talk about my flaws. Most people don't. Am I a pastor? No, I'm not. Taz says that's why my like channel is growing. Yeah. How do I cook what? My omelet? I mean, I don't. Somebody was going to cut. I forget even who was offering to cook me an omelet. I just wouldn't want a broccoli and cheese omelet. I mean, I'd eat it. I'd say thank you. I'd clean up the plate. Ooh, chorizo breakfast burrito. I eat almost too many quesadillas. I have chorizo in my freezer. Chris says I'm a terrible cook. I mean, I don't know if I'm terrible. I mean, I can cook up a frozen pizza. I can make great quesadillas. I can microwave potatoes. Oh yeah, I'm not a terrible cook. I just don't try very much. Let's see. We've had a great audience today. Mary, we should get this over and you should come down for coffee. Just so we can really talk. Because honestly, I'm a little skeptical. You called me from an unidentified number and the way you spoke sounded almost like a robo voice. So just to get to the bottom of it, I want to have coffee with you because I think half of me still thinks that you're a troll. How'd you meet your husband? Well, he thought I was a troll. He thought I was stalking him online. And then I made him my chicken Parmesan tacos, and he fell head over heels. I had a 9-year-old girl. I came across. I'm going to get made fun of for this, but that's okay. I don't mind getting made fun of. I came across a mother and a group of girls, and I go, hey, is this some sort of birthday party? And I was chatting with them, and the girl, it turned out that it was a birthday, or maybe they were wearing a birthday shirt or carrying a balloon or something like that. And I was talking to the young girl that whose birthday it was. And I talked to her a little bit later, and she goes, my friend says you're cringe. Some little 9-year-old girl called me cringe or cringy. And I said, well, tell your friend she's sus. A 9-year-old said I was cringe or cringy. I thought it was hilarious that she had the moxie to do it. How did I know? How did I know my girlfriend thought that I was invading her privacy? I read about it in her diary. That's funny. That's funny. I read about it in her diary. That's a good one. Wow, we got a great audience today. We got 92 people watching. We got 56 thumbs up. I get to go to work in 3 hours. I don't want to vid call Mary because she'd do it with her fake number. I want her to come down and get a cup of coffee with me. Taz says, don't entertain Mary, just run. I'm not talking about marrying Mary. She's got way too many red flags. Holy crap, her name alone is a red flag. Yeah, I think Mary's a troll. If I had to guess, I'd probably say 70% troll, 30% real human beings. Mary, do you want to tell the audience what your real name is? I'll let Julie Flanagan. Julie, do you remember what Mary's name is? Is Julie still there? No, there will be no coffee with Ken and somebody. All right, well, Julie, given that you know what her real name is, would you vote troll or not troll? I'd say at least 70% chance troll. Blazing Johnny says 85%. Yeah, Mary, why did you hit star 67? Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Mary's a troll. Yeah, she said she doesn't want to give out her number. Right, if you're a woman, let me ask, Ken, this is my married name. You didn't like it, so I respected that and used my maiden name. Well, okay, does anyone other than Mary, I appreciate your good spirit about this. I appreciate your good spirit about this. Does anybody think Mary is not a troll? Should I get some more coffee? Can I get some more coffee? We've got 71 people watching. She's not a troll. She's just very unhinged, says Lorraine. Well, I don't even want her to FaceTime because she said she didn't want to give out her number. Ellie said Mary is not a troll. Well, okay, Mary, you said you don't know me. You don't know if I'm going to use your number, you're using mine. You know, that's what the hole in that argument is, Mary, that you used my number. I haven't said, hey, what's your number? Taz says definitely a troll. JK is bored by Mary. Caleb thinks a sophisticated troll. Yeah, no, I think she's good. Yeah, but you did it from an unidentified number and your voice sounded strange, like it was a fake voice. I might still have the messages. I wonder how I could play the message and hear Mary's voice. You guys would definitely think she's a troll. Why did I tell you to reach out? Because we were going to go to church. What had happened to my hairs? You just meet me, Mary, for a cup of coffee. It can be a Starbucks. I might even go fancy. Are you paying or am I? You can get yourself anything you want. Throwing it out there, gonna catch nothing good. Well, Rebecca Tracy, you learn how to spell your last name, and then you get a vote on where I meet Mary for coffee. Mary doesn't have to prove herself, but yeah, I don't think Mary's interested in me. She's been consistent with her fibs. Which I give her credit for, which makes me think she's a very sophisticated troll. She's done some research. JK, that's not very nice. Oh. Yeah, well, we've had a great show today. This has made me laugh several times. It started out, I was crying at the beginning of the show. I don't know if I cried actually, but I felt very dark. But as life is, sometimes we can turn around our dark feelings by moving forward one step at a time. And good morning from Puerto Rico. RH doesn't trust you, Mary. But RH, earlier in the show, you said Mary could do better than me. And now you don't trust her? I'm not saying, for the record, that Mary can't do better than me. You should not invite her anywhere. You should have a conversation on the phone to see if you have things in common. Well, Rainey, that's what's nice about coffee. You can meet somebody for coffee, and it's cheap and non-committal. Oh, she'll be back tomorrow. Why is Mary interested in me? Do you have to ask such questions, JK? It's for my Kia Soul. RH doesn't trust either of us. Who do you trust less, Mary or me? Do I have any recommendations for a strong coffee? Yeah. Get the Starbucks Sumatra. I can't go out tonight with Mary. I'm busy all day. I get to go to work all day long. So anyway, wow, we've talked for almost 100 minutes. Be careful if Mary shows up in a plain white van. I will be. I've seen Silence of the Lambs. Taz, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day at church, or enjoy your service. I gotta do something about my work schedule. It's real. I gotta find a church. I gotta do something about my work schedule. I think I am. I think it's all happening the way it should. But yeah. Anyway, we have 97 people watching. Do you think I'm picking up any new subscribers? Have my clawing my way close to 7,800 subscribers? How about, is there any way I can just jump? What's my advice for first-time home buyers? Feeling like I'm kind of screwed in this economy. Don't want to move too far from parents, but the houses I can afford are a bit far away. Wait, his and her landscaping. You were on here earlier. You have money because you were wondering how serious I was about buying homes and rehabbing them, weren't you? You were talking about like buying homes and rehabbing them with me. My advice to you on buying a home would be buy one you love. I think too many people worry too much about the financial pros and cons of a home purchase, and they end up buying a home they don't even like because they think it'll be a good investment. And I think, honestly, if you buy a home because it's a good investment, it's going to end up a bad investment because you're not going to like living there, and you're going to try and sell it in 2 years, and you might lose money on it. But if you buy a home that you love, you're going to enjoy your life there. You're going to feel good about living there. You're going to be excited about coming home after work. And you're going to stay in it 10 years, and you're going to end up making money on it. So my advice to you would be buy a home you love. You have 100,000 GBP, I don't know what that is, and still can't get a home. RH says, look at 50 houses before you think about buying. That's not a bad idea, RH. I haven't often suggested it, but that's not a bad idea. I think you get better by doing. And if you look at 50 homes, you're going to know the market as well as any realtor. And if you look at 50 homes in your area, in your price range, you're going to know the market. And you're going to be able to make a smart decision. Thank you, but seriously, I go live every day. You don't have to wait till next weekend to talk to me. Oh. But anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock. We have had a fantastic audience today. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this Sunday morning and sharing a little bit of your week with me and sharing a cup of coffee on this beautiful day. I hope you're having a wonderful cup of coffee. I hope you're having a great, great weekend. Hope you had a great night's sleep. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.